Here's a podcast. This is what I have for you today. David and I recorded this right after Michigan won the national championship. So shout out to Michigan for getting their first title since 1997. Shout out to Harbaugh. And I wonder where he goes from now. I mean, according to what he was saying, it kind of sounded like he was probably going to stay, which I mean, whatever. I don't. It's hard to gauge really from a press conference, but we did that. So we went through the NFL playoffs and broke down the first round, and so that's what I have for you today. And so we're gonna go. We went through all the games and gave our predictions and gave you a little preview. So, and then yeah, so that's what I have for you. I did want to add because it came out yesterday that John Moran's out for the year. He has, I think, a shoulder surgery, labrum, which really sucks, because he was playing really well. The Grizzlies looked like they're about to go on a run, and now their season is officially over. And it just sucks, because John Morant's one of those guys that he's so exciting, he's so good that you want him to do good. You want him to get it together and put all the stuff from the guns and everything away. Hopefully he does. And hopefully next year when he comes back, he's better than ever. But that's the thing with these super athletic young dudes, man, especially point guards. They don't last. They're not durable. And John Morant out for the year. And that's where we're at. So here's David. Enjoy the podcast. How's camping?
Dude, it was cool. It was fun. It was in the snow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I hadn't been to the snow since to give you an idea, the last time I was in the snow, Vicky hadn't been born yet.
Damn.
So she's 21, going to be 22 in a few months. So
yeah,
and that was like Royal Ranger style. Like remember hermano Chelly's dad? Is that hermano Martin?
Yeah, hermano Martin. Yeah,
yeah, he was there. Chelly, and then Anthony, her, you know what I'm talking about? He's like my age.
Yeah.
He was there. I remember he was there. So, but yeah, it was with the high school group. So,
was that for the bachelor party thing?
No. This is with church for the youth group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to put on my little counselor hat.
Dang, youth leader David.
How to be an upstanding, citizen for the boys. But dude, I felt so old, bro. Like this. My gosh. Like also like all the the locker room talk kind of vibe, like just like farting. I was like,
right,
please no, like
yeah.
And it's cold outside, so you can't crack open a window. It's like it's freezing. So, but no, it was fun. It was I had to go buy like some snow gear, not a whole bunch, but just learning about like layers.
Yeah,
some waterproof like hiking boots so your feet don't get wet. And, but yeah, no cell service till you come down from the mountain that you're on. So
dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, man. But
it's good to hang out with young people from time to time.
Yeah, I hadn't done that's what I'm saying. I hadn't done it in so long. So at least not like in that.
You do feel
like in that kind of like environment. Because I'll see some youngsters like every now and then, or I'll meet like college freshman type guys like in the music scene. They're like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
But these kids are all freshmen, so they're all 14. Like just left middle school.
That's like a different.
So yeah, that's like just
they're on a different wavelength. Yeah.
Yeah, and the energy, like they were just running. Dude, I was like huffing and puffing because you had to walk everywhere. Everything's like within walking distance.
Yeah.
On that campground.
Right.
And so they're like, oh, we're gonna go sledding, and they had like a snowboarding thing, and they had an ice rink.
Yeah.
They had a mechanical bull, rock climbing, and they were like, they wanted to do it all, and I was like, I'm gonna need 5. I'm gonna grab a coffee. Right. So I'll, I look at the other guys like, you take them for a bit, and then I'll, do my thing, rest up, and then, and I fell walking down like a slope.
Oh God.
And dude, I feel like Nick Boza, like he hit me with the move, like right here, like in my little costilla. I'm over here like, ah. And it's just tender. It's sore. I'm like, oh. So, man. And the pastor went, like the head pastor went, and then the lady that invited me, that offered, for me to go, she was like, "Did you have fun?" I was like, "I did. I had a good time." She's like, "Would you come back in a few weeks with the middle schoolers?" And I was like, "I don't know about that." I was like, maybe ask me in 2-3 years with high schoolers. Like, I consider it again for sure. But I was like, I don't know about next year or in a few weeks. I was like, that's enough. It's enough snow for me,
right?
For a year. So, but
that's cool. Yeah. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Hume. You know where Hume is? Hume Lake.
No.
So you go to Fresno, and then from there it's an hour and a half northeast, and you go up a mountain.
Gotcha.
So there's another campsite there around there too, near the bottom of the mountain, called Heartland, Hartland. But yeah, dude, it was a trip because we were driving up the mountain and it hadn't snowed a bunch the week of. Because the campsite also has a snow maker. If it doesn't snow a bunch, they just make snow. So the kids can do sledding and the snow activities.
Right.
But there was some snow, a little bit of snow leading up to the first day of camp. And then Saturday night, 6 inches fell. So I was out there when it started falling, and I was just, but when we were first driving up, it was a trip because I saw the transformation in the landscape. We're driving up the base of the mountain, and it's relatively dry, brown and green,
Yeah.
And then as you just start going up, you see little bits and patches, and the sun is out. The sun is shining.
Yeah.
You see little bits of snow in the shade first, little patches.
Okay.
And then you get to the little toll booth area type thing where you stop.
Right.
And you start going up that, and then the snow grows on the sides of the road. And then it's on the trees, it's on the branches.
Right.
And so I kept pressing my hand against the window. I'm like, is it really that cold outside that there's ice, know? And the guy I was driving with, the other counselor, he was laughing at me because I was out here So when it started falling, I was like, dang, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then our truck, dude, we were late coming home yesterday. That's that's why I texted you kind of late, and because you do lunch at noon, and then after that you can head home. So we did lunch. You go back to your cabins. You pack up your stuff, load up your cars. You got to put chains on the tires. That was new too, putting chains on the tires because the roads, they plow them, but there's still some ice.
Right.
So we were loading up the truck, and we took this giant truck. It's a diesel truck, and I guess diesel freezes sooner than regular gas or something.
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't know
the counselor that I was driving with, he started the truck to move it, and it was in that idling phase, and then it would just die, and we were we were stressing, we were flipping out.
Yeah.
They have an on-site mechanic type guy, and then we had all the other groups of kids at a general store waiting for us, and so we went there to wait. Well, the mechanic was helping out with the truck, and there was another party, another church. They're like, "Oh, did you guys did your car not want to start?" And they were like, "Yeah, is it diesel?" And we're like, "Yeah." Oh, the same thing happened to us. I guess diesel just doesn't do well in the cold, and so the fuel line freezes, and so that's where the car would start. But when you hit the gas,
nothing,
no fuel would be going into the engine.
Right.
So finally started. We got it to warm up, got it started, but at that point it's 2, almost 3 o'clock.
Oh,
so we're hours behind.
Yeah.
And then we get down the mountain, And once you're down the mountain, like, and this is the thing I'm talking about with kids, like they don't know how to gauge the trips, so like the distances. So me going on a trip, like I'm gonna withhold from drinking too many liquids,
of course,
because I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
So we ended up stopping to get dinner in Fresno. We went to In-N-Out, and so I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna be like, we're gonna be home at last. And they wanted to stop like twice after that, like to use the bathroom. We're like, so we got home at like 9:30, and I was like,
oh my God.
Oh, but it was cool as a road trip. We were just like playing music,
Right.
So, and then the other cars, like our other kids would be in the car next to us in another lane, like waving at us through the window. You know how kids are. They're just always like having a good time. So
yeah,
but it was fun. But man, it was tiring.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it for so many years, man. Like I was like newfound respect.
Youth ministry is the best, man. Best.
Do you miss it, or because you're like the main guy, you're the head guy now, and so you deal with like the adults? But I'm assuming there are pros and cons
to what? To being
like the head pastor versus like being like a youth leader, youth pastor.
I think you definitely have more fun as a youth pastor for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think there's, I don't know any. I mean, I think the only con for being the youth guy is like when you get sticky situations with kids, and then you got to deal with parents, which I guess it's tough. But adults it's like teenagers, but they're just grown up, and so.
Okay, I was about to say maybe like
it's similar.
Working on the messages for adults, they could be a little more like complex or like mature, kind of.
You know what's funny? It's
like you wouldn't get the same message to middle schoolers that you would to like the adults, as far as like how they would digest.
Yeah, your application would be different.
Right.
But what's funny is that adults are more sensitive. So like I've given like examples or stories and applications, and I've gotten people be like, "Oh, was that towards me?" And it's like,
okay, yeah, okay.
No,
remember that. I want to talk to you after the pod.
I was like,
I have like a little.
Yeah.
So after the pod, I'll remember this. But,
and it's like, no, it's not towards you. Like, well, it's because you must be talking about me because my life is.
So I'm going through this, and this, or like,
and it's like, well, maybe so am I. Like you're not the
right, yeah.
And a high schooler or teenagers is less sensitive to that because a teenager. What's funny is a teenager never thinks you're talking to them, but an adult always thinks you're talking about them. And so it's just that makes it more complicated when you're the head guy. Plus all the, all the administrative stuff that's
right
that comes with it. But high school the youth stuff is it's great. It's amazing. So amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt nice, like being on like the big brother end.
Yeah, yeah.
Like so, they do it. Remember broom ball? We play broom ball,
right? Yeah.
So they had a broom hockey tournament because they have an ice rink there. So they have different churches play against each other. And again, this is also how I know I'm getting like older because they had after the kids were playing, they had counselors versus Hume Lake staff because they have staff that are there either part-time or like year-round, like they're there. Right. Some of them live there, so they have counselors, which is like me, versus the staff that live at the lake. They have their own game. And that's like a full court game because the kids do like smaller sections,
right?
And so I was there watching the kids play, and they were like it was like raining cats and dogs. They were like going for each other's throats. You know what I mean? Like the kids are, they were just like, and we had this one kid who's
it was like no mercy.
Yeah, he's a D lineman.
Right.
Big kid. He's like maybe like an inch or too shorter than me, like 220.
Yeah.
And there were times where he and another kid would be going for the puck, like an opposing player. And when he was realizing that the other kid was going for the puck, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go for him, not the puck. I'm gonna I was like, which I like.
That football switch came on,
right? But then when the adults were playing, I was there watching the game. They're like, "Hey, you want to get on the ice?" And I was like, "Dude, if I fall on somebody or if I were to fall, like I would like either break somebody's arm or like I was like, I'm like nah, like."
You're like, for insurance purposes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I after I leave camp, I still got to go to work. You know what I mean? So I was like, no thanks. But yeah, but like when the kids were playing, the boys, like, I was kind of like den mother vibes. Like they'd be like, "Hey, can you hold my coat? Can you hold?" And I was there like cheering for them on the sideline,
right,
holding their stuff. And I was like, dang, like this is like like being like a youth leader kind of is,
Yeah, so, man, it's the best.
And then there's one kid. They had a tube run, like where you go down like in a little tube, and so we're in line, and I was gonna go by myself, like in my own tube, but you can go in groups of like 2, 3, or 4. And so there was this one kid, a smaller kid, and he went up right before me. So we got to the top of the hill because they have like a little like lift that pulls you up,
right?
And like it's not like a ski lift, but there's like a rope and it just pulls the tube up while you're on it. So we're up there, and the guys that were at the top, they're like, "All right, are you guys going down like together? Do you want me to pair you guys up?" And the kid kind of looked back at me, and like I was a little scared. I was kind of like, "Dang, like I'm going down," because the tube can just spin, and God knows what happened. But I could tell the kid was a little scared too, and so he looked back at me and he was like, "Do you guys want me to pair you guys up?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I got to be behind him, and he had to wrap his elbows around like my feet where his armpits are.
Oh, okay.
So he can latch onto him.
Yeah.
And so we went down, and so me and that kid, we kind of like bonded. Like after that, he'd always like come to me like when we were like waiting in line or stuff like that, or we were talking football. He's an Eagles fan, so I was like, I got a friend you'd like to meet who's a Niners fan, like. So we were like talking sports and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I felt my little like Grinch heart like growing a size or 2 and like thawing. I was like,
there you go. That's amazing.
I was like, okay, dang, so.
I love it. This is a great story. This is great. I love it.
Dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I remember I took we went to it was what was that, like laser tag. It was an overnight laser tag.
Oh gosh.
And it's 24 hours, so you're locked into this laser tag place. And you're just playing laser tag all night. And this is, I'm still young enough to pull it off and,
Right.
So it was fun because, it gets to like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, and all the youth leaders are starting to like fade. And I'm just like, let's go. And I'm like yelling. I'm yelling, getting everybody riled up.
Rallying the troops.
I lose my voice. And they're, I remember they're like, "Man, we could hear you over here, like outside of the PlayStation. We can hear you."
Yeah.
Because I'm just, I'm like at war yelling general stuff, like, "Let's go. We're going to attack them. We're going to kill you. Here we go."
Dude, you're like Russell Crowe Gladiator. You're like, "What you doing live? That goes for eternity." You're just like.
It was so much fun, but that's how you get the kids all excited, because you do stuff like that, and they just feed off of that energy. So it's high school ministry is the best. It's the best. High school and youth junior high ministry is the absolute best.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Did you see at all today or when you got back any of the Virgil stuff?
No.
Okay.
What happened?
He fought obviously on Saturday.
Right, yeah. And what was that 154?
Yeah, just watch it. We'll talk about it another day, but just
Okay,
just go like on YouTube. And I was like all in on Virgil, and
is it bad? Is it like
it was just like he won, but it's like a whimper, you know. It was like
is it like okay? Is it like the performance was questionable, and you're like, dang, like just like a
no. I mean, he looked fine. He looked fine.
Or is it an outside the ring kind of thing?
It was it's what like so the stoppage was like super like
premature,
super weird. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It felt like one of those like
something happened to Rolly, kind of like like you.
No, not
like you, no.
It felt like one of those like it was like if the ref had gotten like they had slipped him
like a 20, like a
yeah, and they were like, hey, bro, like as soon as you feel like you can stop it to make it look good, just do it. Because he stops it and everybody was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, like what happened? Yeah. Okay.
It was just weird. It was weird. It was a weird.
I'm surprised I didn't see anything on Twitter. Because I usually on Twitter I'll check like the feed of people that I follow, and then there's the other side where it's like what the algorithm thinks you want to see, kind of. And so I'll always see like boxing or football stuff or anything like that. I didn't see anything like that. Huh. I'll have to do some digging then. Yeah. I did see like one random tweet from like another fighter that was like, "Yo, welcome to like 154" or something like that. But
yeah, I mean, he looked fine, but it was just weird.
Okay, all right, you kind of scared me there for a second. I thought like he just looked terrible, or
no.
another health thing, or you said something weird after the fight in the interview. You can't do that to me. You gotta like.
It was a weird thing. And then did you see the Ryan thing? Did you see Ryan Garcia?
Which thing? The one about like his son? Like
his son is born, and an hour later he's like, I'm getting divorced.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
No, yeah, I mean, look, okay.
Then he doesn't want to fight Rolly anymore, and then De La Hoya's like, you know, like if whoever, I forgot the fighter's name, was like, if he wins, he's fighting Rolly. And it's like, what is going on over there?
Listen, I don't know. Okay, because obviously, you and I mainly, but like, don't really have a whole lot of love for Ryan, you know. But I don't know. Maybe it's him that's doing this, or he doesn't have anyone in his ear. I'm surprised his dad hasn't told him stuff, but it's like, yo, like maybe like don't post all this stuff, like.
Why do we?
Because here's the thing: like we love Canelo, right?
Yeah, right.
And Canelo knows how to keep things quiet,
right?
Because he's got a couple kids by a couple different ladies. You know, I'm not here to judge. Same thing with Ryan. I'm not here to judge, but it's like the way you go about it after is like someone's got a media train like Ryan, or I don't know, dude. Like just because. I did see that on Twitter, and I was so like, weird. I was getting ready to like. Yeah, but then I was like, well, I mean, you know, I was like, I'm not bashing Canelo, but then I was like, is it the way they package it and go about it and deal with it? Because it's like,
well, I think the thing is, we like Canelo the boxer. We don't know the man. You know, for all we know, Canelo might be like the biggest prick, but we don't know that. It's not like he's not our boy. So it's just
yeah.
So I think that's. We're able to judge Ryan because he's like making this stuff public.
He's that's not like,
you know, because what they do, don't do, who they have kids with, don't have kids with, it's really none of our business unless you make it our business.
Right.
And then it's like, well, I guess we have to say something because you want us to.
Something. Like,
you want us to say something if you're putting it out there. It's funny because it's like the people that will post like on Instagram like this big old thing, you know, like
their drama.
And then when you ask them about it, they're like, "Oh, it's private." You're like, "Well, I mean, it's not that private."
Yeah.
You're kind of putting it out there. Or the people. This is like the people.
Go ahead.
The people I just like it irks me. You're like asking people if they need prayer, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I have a prayer request." God knows. And you're like, Okay, what does that even mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, okay, yeah. I was okay.
God knows.
I was like,
And you're just like,
then why'd you say that? Like, then why did you like?
cool. Then why don't you ask God then? Like,
Yeah,
because what am I supposed to say to that?
yeah. Like,
And
great. Let's
so,
pray for whatever you got going on or not going on. Like,
oh my God, that kind of stuff just always like bugs me.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, well, or I'm taking a social media fast. If you need me, call me.
Oh, it's the worst. I hate.
Okay,
and I have
like,
like,
well, okay.
I got some homies that do that, and I'm just like, dude, no one cares. Like, just
Yeah.
do your thing. Do your thing, please.
Like, I didn't
If you
need
need to
to know
reach me,
this.
text me or call. And it's like,
Yeah.
bro, yeah, dude.
Or the I've been away, so if you've tried to contact me here,
This is why. And I'm like,
yeah.
know. Like,
But what's funny is you're letting us know that nobody's actually tried to contact you, because if somebody's actually
you would
tried
have
to
dealt with it
contact
already.
you,
You would have,
you would have
yeah.
told them directly, like, "Hey, my bad, I've been out." It's just hilarious when people
Like, I didn't tell anybody I was going camping. I mean, like, I told you guys, but I didn't know there wasn't going to be cell service or that there wasn't going to be
You weren't
Wi-Fi
like
available.
going away.
So I wasn't like announcing it. And when I came down the mountain, I wasn't like, I'm back. I just, people that reached out to me because they needed something, I texted them back and like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, cool.
You were like going away for the weekend, might not have cell service.
Yeah. Random like
I'll
black,
hit you up on Sunday.
white text. Like, yeah, like no one worried about me for a day or two. And it's like, no, I know no one worries about me anyway. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
Except for my mom, and she saw me like when I left. She was like, "Don't do anything down." I was like, "All right, cool." That's it.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It might be different for the people that have like, I don't know, a lot of people like reaching out to them. You know, like I don't know. You see that one meme, like, so you know how like for New Year's resolutions, there's always the random like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that like super cliche New Year's resolution type stuff where it's like
losing weight and stuff like that. Or?
No. I mean those too, but I mean I'm cool with that. Like for your health, like go for it. You know, chile ganas. But the ones that are like, oh, like some relationships, like maybe it's time to cut certain people off.
Oh yeah.
But there was a meme where it was like, dang, my phone's been kind of dry these last couple weeks. Like, what if I'm the guy they're cutting off? You know what I mean? So it's like, I was kind of like that. I was like, dang, but.
Man, that's funny.
Dude.
What I saw on Twitter is somebody had posted, like, I'm not seeing a lot of New Year, New Me. I think a lot of y'all learned. Y'all learned your lesson. Or 2020 or 2024 is my year. And it's like a lot of y'all learned that, you know, stop saying that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude.
Man, what's funny is I think the all-timer is when it was like 2020, because I remember all these like crazy preachers were like, you know, this is the year 2020, so it's like perfect vision.
Oh,
the year of vision, the year of this, the year of that. And it's like the worst year ever. And it's like, dude, wow, could you see this coming? The entire year ended in February. Like the Super Bowl ended and that was it. Like everything closed, everything. Like that was just so ridiculous.
It's funny. We had a campaign thing at church, and it was called Vision 2020, but it was a fundraiser for before 2020 to raise funds for stuff happened. So, but I'm glad we weren't some of those that were like doing it like the year of, and then it's like,
dude, man. Like, that year is going to be studied in history books, huh? Like that's
dude. I'm already thinking like we might have like kids and like school students interviewing us for our experiences, like doing book reports. Hey, like go talk to your dad about what or your grandpa when wherever we're old and stuff.
Well, can you like imagine? Like it's like,
dude, I'm already thinking too about like pop culture and like music because. For us,
I've
had to ask people about like, and obviously any of us that are younger, but like, I've asked people like, oh, like, what was it like watching like Elvis for the first time, or like Jackie Robinson,
right?
or like
Yeah, it's like
I had a
how was
guy,
it like watching Magic
right,
Johnson? Yeah.
right, and then like and it was music. It's like, oh, like like Michael Jackson, like the moonwalk, doing the moonwalk for the
Right.
first time, all that kind of stuff. And then like I'm seeing like artists now and stuff. I like, don't be wrong, there's good artists, there's all kinds of artists. But in the future they're gonna be like, hey, so like what was it like watching like the Migos, like Bad and Bougie, like just like I'm like, oh, like like twerking, explain twerking to kids, like to your kids and grandkids,
right?
All that kind of stuff is like, oh my gosh, dude.
I don't like all that stuff of like, cause with my little brother, I get that sometimes when
He
I
comes across
was,
stuff.
yeah, cause my little brother is 12,
To sixth grade.
12 or
Yeah.
11, yeah, 12. He's 12, and the other day, a few weeks ago, I started to like, I was telling him about Patrick Willis because he was asking me my favorite
Right.
Niners, my favorite
Yeah,
Niners all the
yeah.
time. And I was kind of like, yeah, like, and I was kind of going through the times of like, we suck, but we had Patrick Willis. And he was like, oh, who is Patrick Willis? And it was one of those moments of like, that's right. Like
yeah. It's like you weren't there for that. Like yeah.
Yeah. And because I was saying that, like, like what's funny is the Niners have Dre Greenlaw and Warner.
Yeah.
Right now. And obviously everyone's, Fred Warner is like the best linebacker in football, the whole thing. So everybody, all these brand new Niner fans who are young, who have no idea of the history.
They're born into this.
Like, yeah, and I was saying like, like we used to have kind of like the meaner linebacker duo in Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started saying like TikToks, and he was like, "Man, I can see why you like those guys." I'm like, "Dude, those guys were beasts." And so
yeah,
it just interesting because there's like a whole generation.
You get to see them see it for the first time. Like,
yeah, because even with because I see it now with my little brother, because when he knows Tom Brady, for example, he knows Tampa Bay Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, like you don't know New England Tom Brady. And that dude was like different. Or I remember when I showed him Kanye.
Right,
I was like, hey, like, have you, do you like Kanye? Because he likes rap music. And he's like, well, I
like some stuff, right?
And no, he's like, no, I've never heard Kanye. He's like, oh, that's Kim Kardashian's husband. And I'm like, no. Like that's
right.
No,
that's like people seeing like Travis Kelce for the first time because they're big, like
yeah.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
So I like played him some like old Kanye, Graduation, stuff like that.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh man, this is good." And then I showed him some like old Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Dude, this is good." I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Like, so it's funny because like I see that with him, and you're right. It's gonna just happen with so many other things.
That's what I'm saying. It's
like, dude, like it's wild. It's so wild to see that play out because you're like, dude, like, and also you get the other side because when I was coaching my little brother's baseball team, one of the kids, at the time he was like 10. He was 10. And they're like, so the kid's like, oh, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant. And you're like, dude, you don't even remember Kobe Bryant. Like, what are you talking about? So there's that stuff too, where it's like, man, like, that's crazy. Because now everybody that's coming after, it's like, dude, they're all younger than me. So I'm seeing the sport from a different side that I'm like, man, I can see how people become the get off my lawn guy because you get stuck with dudes that you're like, well, no, there's no way this guy's better.
There's like a disconnect with the times. Yeah. Like I'm starting to like mention artists that I know, like from my time, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, like I don't know who that is. And I'm just like, wait, but they're still alive making music. You know, like I'm just like, what? Like, you know, like, yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Like, dude, okay, you got to show your brother like Vernon Davis, like Mike Singletary, be like, this is what he like. This is how bad it was. Like, can't win with him, can't coach him. Like, and be like, bro,
I do. I have to.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
also like they're talking about it right now with like Pats fans because it's like Pats are losing, and they're like some of the fans are like freaking out, and it's like, well, you do know like before like the Patriots used to suck terribly back then in the day too. Yeah. So it's like all the new fans like think about it. There are kids that are like, say you're 12, like your brother, and it's like outside of these last couple years, they've only known like dominance with that team, and it's like, you know, like there's a Super Bowl when they played the Bears and the Bears destroyed them. Like it was just, you know, and other than that, there was nothing that, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the fun part, reliving it with somebody, seeing it with somebody. Because I showed him some Gronk videos because I was like, dude, this guy.
He was the one. And I was just on Facebook and they showed me, the algorithm showed me the 2018 AFC Championship drive in overtime. And I was like, oh yeah. For me, like it wasn't that long ago, but I was like, dang, that was 5 years ago. And I was like, oh my God, you know, like just, and Gronk, like, and then I was recalling it. They're like, oh, look at the top of the screen. Gronk's right there, one-on-one. If the safety comes down, and
my little brother was asking me about the day the Niners lost to the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, what happened? And I was like, well, you know, and I went through the whole thing. And then he was asking about the Seahawks Niners when Richard Sherman's like, you know, if you try with the sorry receiver like Crabtree,
that's what you're going to get. Yeah, just know it's all, you know, yeah.
And I was like telling him like that was NFC Championship game, the whole thing, and just reliving those. And it's like, dude, like to me, those are like recent histories. But it's like, dude, it's been a long time.
For him, it was like, oh, back in the day. And like, what do you mean back in the day? Relax. Like,
yeah, because it happened with when we played the Seahawks this year. Because they owned us for so long and they beat us for so long, I have this like respect and fear for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That, like we could lose to them. We lose to these guys. And my little brother just knows that we beat these guys. We're beating them 5 straight times. And so he's like, oh, the Seahawks, yeah, we're going to smash them. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, and to me, it's not that I doubt the Niners. It's like, well, I've seen this movie before. Well, we're the better team and we lose. And when we win, it's like, you see, I told you we're going to win. It's like, man, like, you have a very different, like, viewpoint, which is like super cool. And it just like leads us to like view the game very differently and understand it very differently, which is, I think, the beauty of watching sports with like younger people and the generations that come after us, because you're able to like see what they like, what they value, what they're into, and I think it gets us to like this elevated experience altogether to like, oh man, we're gonna root for this team for this. Or I was telling him about the Michigan thing. Michigan won the championship today, and I was telling him like, oh, we root for Michigan because Michigan, you know, that coached the Niners and that whole thing. And so explaining that history is like always fun because he's able to now understand it and be like, oh, okay, this is why
you're invested in like, yeah.
Not only that, but because he'll see TikTok videos and he's like, wait, this guy's connected to Niners? Like, what? Why should we care about this guy? And it's like, okay, well, this is why, you know, this is why this matters.
Right.
Yada, yada. And then you create like a fan from like the culture up and you build them up. And
yeah.
I figure it's the same thing with like, if you're a Giants fan and you're just like a brand new Giants fan, for example, like if you're a young kid and you don't remember Eli's Giants and you're like trying to teach your son, that's where you go. Like, oh, you know, this
right,
really team and blah blah blah.
Like Tom Coughlin, like all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So it's just interesting. It's a it's an interesting just dynamic to see that play out with the younger generation. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get asked about 2020. You know, like how was the pandemic year?
Yeah.
Dang, how was that pandemic year? Like that was crazy. That was wild. But we have the last week of football, which just ended. And Bill Belichick lost his last game. And we kind of did this last time, where we talked about like whether we thought he was going to come back. Now that we're here, I think he comes back.
It's looking like it. I mean, the trend I'm seeing is like they would have done something at the end of the game.
Yeah,
like because they did something for Matthew Slater.
They did, yeah.
And they're like, dude, this guy. I mean, still brought us 6 championships under him, so like they would have done something, anything if it was going to be,
Yeah.
Yeah. How much time you think he gets? You think it's going to be like another trial year, or like they're going to restructure like him giving away GM abilities?
Well, I think that's if you're the Patriots, because it's very obvious he can still coach. It's just GM Belichick screws over Coach Belichick a lot. Mm-hmm. So I think if you're Belichick, if you're Kraft, I mean not Belichick, if you're Kraft, you kind of have to tell him like, dude, like,
chill out, like,
yeah, like we'll bring in the players.
Yeah,
like your track record is not great. We'll bring them in. You coach them, and because you can't have another year like this, you just can't. And I think that's the order of how you can kind of slip back to like the mediocrity where you used to be. If you don't kind of put an end to this kind of stuff. And so I think that if you're the Patriots, you have to take control of the organization and understand that you're still breathing the air of all the Super Bowls.
Right.
You're still, so you're still within reach of kind of returning to that. And so I think I would keep him for that, because I think he's clearly trying to break Shula's record, and if he gets to Shula's record, he's probably going to retire anyway. And
is that record for all-time wins or all-time wins like with a team or
all-time wins as a coach?
Oh, okay.
So the record right now is Don Shula's 300 and he has 347 wins. And Belichick is at where's this number at? He is 331. He's 17 short.
Okay.
So he's not far off. So that's, I mean, if he has a Mike Tomlin type of performance, two straight years, that's 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And he can, ride off into the sunset. So if you're the Patriots, they're going to have a bunch of cap room this year. You're going to have a top pick. Can you get this team to get to 9 wins, 8 wins? I don't think it's inconceivable. The Patriots were in a bunch of games. So I think you at least resign him 2 years. He breaks the record, and then you kind of say, okay, bye. But I care about this kind of stuff. But I would assume if the Patriots didn't let Brady retire a Patriot, I don't know if they're gonna really
give Bill
care
that
Belichick is yeah. And that's the thing that's like, oh well, If they didn't do this for Brady, chances are they're not going to do this for Bill.
Ooh.
So he might leave. He looks super like pumped to coach over the last few weeks. So
yeah, no, yeah, he's still also like the one thing they're pointing out. So I'm seeing like video of it, and I'm like, okay, obviously, like maybe we can get into this today. This happened yesterday, but the whole Saints Falcons thing at the end of the game.
Oh man, yeah.
So to compare, right?
Yeah.
The way I'm seeing Patriots players interact with Bill tells me that they still love him, even the new guys. Like they're still,
yeah, they still believe in him. Yeah,
right. Versus like these other guys at the Saints, they're like Dennis Allen, who, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Or like with Antonio Pierce, like you can tell they love Antonio Pierce. And the fans love Antonio Pierce.
Right.
So with Belichick, it's like even when they lose, the players are still in the locker room with Belichick, and they're still like dapping each other up. And I'm like, okay, so
yeah,
I mean they're happy, you know. So yeah,
but I think it's the control part more so than anything else.
Yeah,
and I think that's the part that needs to change for Bill and for the Patriots. That if they're going to have any chance of returning back to who they used to be as a franchise, he needs to give up that control. Because it makes it really difficult when you just have these drafts and these free agents that come in and don't work out, and it's like over and over and over again.
Yeah,
it just makes it really difficult. So,
if you're the GM,
yeah,
are you drafting a quarterback? Do you get rid of the guys? Yeah, Patriots.
I think you get rid of the guys for sure. The Patriots are what pick are they? They are I think the Patriots third. They get the third overall pick. So you would think it's gonna be May, right? Or you're gonna get Caleb. Caleb Williams will probably go 1. Drake May will probably go 2. And then it's either the LSU kid or the dude from Washington.
Penix,
yeah. If I was the Patriots, I'd try to see if I can trade for like Justin Fields.
Really?
Because he showed enough.
Okay.
And bring in Marvin Harrison Jr. And at least for sure you're gonna know. Because with quarterbacks, it's a crapshoot. Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad.
Right.
You know, take it from a guy who roots for the team that traded a bunch of stuff for a number 3 pick, who is not even on the team anymore. And the starting quarterback was drafted in the same draft, but the last pick of that draft. So quarterbacks is such a crapshoot. So I would draft Marvin Harrison and then see if you can trade for one of these guys or one of these projects, and you kind of go from there, because I think that's the route that can help the Patriots get more talent faster. And you do that, and you're gonna have cap space, so maybe you can load up on the offensive line. The defense is good, you know, and you even had injuries this year, so a bunch of those dudes are come
back healthy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. It's not inconceivable that the Patriots can be good next year. And it's not like the AFC East is like crazy difficult. Buffalo struggled all year, then they went on a little run. Even they are ending the year not that great. Miami has been stumbling all over themselves. The Jets are the Jets. So I just think it's not completely unrealistic that the Patriots next year can be what the Steelers are this year. It's not unrealistic. So I would try to go that route. Unless, because Caleb Williams, to me, I think is the one guy that you go after. And then after that, I don't know. After that is so hard.
LSU's quarterback was the
He was the Heisman. He was
Heisman, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You give me hope here, Jerm. I like it. Like
Jaden Daniels.
Son of a gun, I'm in, you know? Like, all right.
But the good thing is we do have playoff football coming up. And
that is true.
I don't like the one thing I don't like about the new playoff system is that we have a Monday night game. And I just don't understand it. I don't know why it can't just be 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday. But we have a Monday night game, and that's annoying.
That really? Oh,
yeah. This is the second year. Last year they did it too, and it's just annoying. But
yeah,
the first game on Saturday, it's the Browns visiting the Houston Texans, who have C.J. Stroud, who is incredible, and he's, I think, single-handedly one of the biggest reasons why Houston is even in the playoffs. You get the Browns with the rejuvenated Flacco and that defense that's really good, and they're going to fly around. I like in this game, I kind of like Houston. I know the Browns have the defense. I know they have the experience. I just think that much of C.J. Stroud, that I think C.J. Stroud can beat that team. Now, he's probably going to throw 3 picks, and I'm going to look like a complete idiot, and the Browns are just going to crush them like 21-3 with 3 picks from C.J. But
CJ.
I've seen Flacco. Flacco throws a bunch of picks. And Flacco, even though it's looked like exciting, it isn't this like flawless game that he plays. And so CJ Stroud has shown over and over that he can play when the pressure's on and the blitz is on. And he's not scared of the moment. He's not going to be afraid of the Browns. And I think the fact that this game is at home helps him a lot. I think if he had to go to Cleveland, it might be a little different. And I think also because the game is earlier and not this primetime game.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel like, oh, you know, it kind of follows the regular routine that he would have on a weekend where the game is, 1:30, typical game. We're going to go through this. So I like Houston. I like the underdog there to beat the Browns.
Dang, okay. All right. I'll go for the Browns.
Yeah. I mean, which makes sense.
And no, like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay. As a Pats fan, I would have ammo in the chamber to go against the Browns because there were a lot of times as a Pats fan where like Joe Flacco and those Ravens were like a nuisance. You know what I mean? Like they were trouble. Whenever we had to play Baltimore, like it was, I'd be like the viejita, like clutching my beads. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my God, it's so,
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, that aura, the purple and black, it was like,
right.
It was no joke.
Yeah.
So seeing Flacco get some success, and kind of like there's a level of like respect.
Right.
And I dig it, And it's funny, him, did you see that little interview bit of him where he was like, man, if I had made a mistake in high school, like I could be some of these players' dad. Like, cause I think he's 38 now or so. And it's like, so some of those kids, like, so he's like, like being in the locker room with these young guys, like, it's, it's definitely different since I'm older now. But I'm digging like the salt and pepper Flacco, kind of rejuvenating this part of his career and being like, you know what? Like, hey, like dude, that Niners Ravens Super Bowl, as much as I didn't like the Ravens, like I was rooting for them. Like I was rooting against the Niners, and this is even like pre-German.
Were you? Oh my God!
Oh yeah,
You're
Ray Lewis, dude. Ray Lewis. I'm a big Ray Lewis guy. Like Ray Lewis, like
Mr. Steroid user over there. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, shut up! Come on, man.
The dude rips his biceps and he's like back in 3 weeks. He's like, oh,
Dude,
I use deer antler spray. Deer antler spray.
hey, man. Hey, it is what it is.
Okay,
It is what it is.
okay.
Let's not talk about cheaters because I'll start talking about Jay Rice too with Niners. Don't even get me started. All right. All right. Thank you. Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
So yeah, so rooting against the Niners and like I just like seeing when Joe Flacco like was on fire in that Super Bowl. So I was like, you know what? I was like, this guy, you know, he's not a slouch. He's that one boxer that like, you know, he still got a little gas left in the tank, and the young buck tries to come up and you know use him as a stepping stone. He's like, you know what? He's like,
yeah,
I used to be that guy. That guy's still in there somewhere. And you know, I'm banking on that. So I also was the Browns. Like the Browns, like if they win a playoff game or two, I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Enjoy it.
Right.
Enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
So same thing with the Texans, obviously, but the Texans, like they're a new organization. So they don't have years of like smut and sludge.
They don't have the built-in loser stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, dude. And even the Texans have a better track record that, you know, like I remember like when JJ Watt was with the Texans, like they were hot, you know, they were exciting. The
Deshaun Watson too, yeah.
Yeah, they never had that. You know what I mean? The most excitement the Browns have had is like Baker for a split second, Johnny Manziel for like a minute or two.
Yeah.
You know, which didn't go well.
Yeah.
Peyton Hillis had like a one-hit wonder type season.
Madden
you know?
cover. Yeah.
Exactly. And now if you were to shut to like, who the heck is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy for them. You know, I'm rooting for them.
You know what would have been fun if Deshaun Watson was healthy, because it'd be Deshaun Watson versus his former team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that would have been fun. That would have been something.
That would have been like what we're getting in the NFC. You know?
Yeah, with the Rams Lions. Yeah. The second game we have on Saturday, Dolphins Chiefs. This is a game, and I tell you that I've told you this quite a bit. People tell on themselves, and so if people are like, "Man, Dolphins Chiefs, that's going to be a sick game," it's like, "Oh, you haven't been watching football, huh? You're just kind of reading. You're kind of reading just names." Because both teams are coming in and they're like super underwhelming. This is, for anyone who doesn't know, this game is exclusively on Peacock. So if you don't have Peacock, the streaming service, you have to, subscribe to that to watch this game. But it's both teams that are underwhelming. Kansas City doesn't have a wide receiver that can make a play, and it's just like Patrick Mahomes running around. The defense was really good, and they've kind of like slowed down a little bit. And I think this game is 100% a Mahomes game, where if you are saying, well, I think the Chiefs are going to win, and it's like, well, Mahomes. I think Mahomes will do it. I don't trust Tua. I'll say this. I don't trust Tua for the Dolphins. I don't trust Mike McDaniel. The Dolphins have shown over and over again that they cower when they have to play better competition. And they are front runners. When they play a team like the Broncos, they'll hang 70 on them. And then they'll play a team that's the Bills, and they'll just like suck. And so I think the Chiefs are going to win that game a lot because I don't trust the Dolphins. But I think it's a lot like what used to be with Brady. It's like, well, I think the Patriots are going to win. Why? Brady.
It's Tom Brady. Yeah. 2006. Who? Yeah.
That's it.
Who's that guy just trying to pass? It doesn't matter. Tom Brady.
Yeah. My extensive analysis is number 12 is going to get it done. And that's what I think here with the Chiefs. Number 15 will get it done. And that's why I think the Dolphins are going to lose versus the Chiefs on Saturday night. Do you agree? What do you think?
I think they probably will win, but
yeah, you're going for the Dolphins.
I've told you I like Mike McDaniels.
Of course,
I am that guy.
I like Mike McDaniels too. I just don't trust him in this moment. I think he needs to grow some hairs on his back. You know,
that's fine. We'll get there. You know,
peach fuzz.
His peach fuzz. Yeah, What if okay? Because obviously we got Stafford and Goff, Rams and all that.
Right.
They could pull together for Tyreek. That could be a thing. So I'm banking on that.
But that's too gimmicky.
Also, I need to have Patrick this needs to blow up in his face.
Yeah.
Yes, I
get you.
The thing you feel with me and the Niners, I feel that with Patrick. I'm like, I can't have him do well. I can't have it.
The thing you feel with the Niners is what you feel with Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but the Mahomes. Why do you hate the Niners so much?
No. Like. It's like the seeing you happy thing with the Niners. Like,
I get you. But
I hate how happy Chiefs fans are when they do well, especially because it's Patrick. Because they're starting to put him in those conversations.
Dude,
with Brady.
you are the Grinch, huh? Like,
someone's got to do it.
You hate happiness, huh? Okay.
No.
No, but I feel you. I get you. Sunday we have Steelers Bills. The mediocre Steelers with their mediocre coach going against the Bills, the Bills are, I think, the most frustrating team in the playoffs because they should be super, super awesome, but they do stupid things. And you're just like, why are you like this? Like the meme, the Michael Scott meme.
Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are? It's the Bills. Because it's like, dude, you have everything. You can do anything. You should be better. What is wrong with you?
Diggs. Like, what's the hold up here? Yeah.
Oh my God. But I think they're gonna roll. I think they're gonna beat the Steelers. The Steelers are without TJ Watt. I think he got hurt. I think the Bills are too good, and I think they're gonna click. It's gonna work. They're at home. I think the Steelers, with Mason Rudolph playing well and that offense opening up a little bit, I just think the Bills at home are more physical, and they're going to be more physical than the Steelers. And I think you're going to see a heavy dose of James Cook, who I'm not a big fan of, but I think he's going to have a pretty significant game. Because I think the game plan, I think, is going to be Josh Allen, don't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so they're going to run. And I think just Steelers will go home and will celebrate their mediocre season again. That's what I think. That's
okay.
Bills advancing.
I agree.
Bills advancing.
Even though the Bills are like a divisional rival, I don't have that kind of hatred for them. So
can I ask you something? Because
go ahead.
Do you hate anybody in that division? Like legit? Like I'm asking this because the Patriots have dominated the AFC.
Yeah. For a while it was the Jets, but the Jets but
it's like the annoying, right? Like
right. It's like Chihuahua snipping at your heels. Like you see to give him a little swift piccolo, and then that's so that's. But there was a period where like Brady had won his 3 early Super Bowls,
right?
Couldn't just get back to the big game or win the big game.
Right.
And to 2011 Jets, Bart Scott, can't wait. Like, dude, that.
Oh, man.
That lives in here, Germ. That, and being at school, that was when I was in high school. All my little teammates,
Can't wait.
Tom Brady sucks. I hate Tom Brady. All the other Jets. And I was like, so that for a while it was them, but then butt fumble happens. The Jets are always going to be the Jets.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez ended up not doing anything significant, Right. So, I mean, which sucks that, he's a USC quarterback, so I should want to prove him, but, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, and now that they're hot shots, like, especially the Dolphins and the Bills, now that they're, like, somewhat decent, like, I'm cool with them because it's like, we've had our chance, we've had our shots, we've had 6 of them. I'm cool with them doing their thing. Right. And you would think they would want to collect since Brady's not playing anymore. Like, you'd think one of them would be like, you know what? Like,
This is my division now.
We're gonna be the guys, but they can't seem to like you said, like they're frustrating. Like they just can't seem to get it together, and no one wants to be that guy.
Yeah,
you know. So
okay,
yeah. So like typically a game like this, because it's the Steelers and the Bills, it'd almost be like Rams and Niners, where it's like, is there any way both teams can lose? That would be fantastic. You know, I'd be that one meme where it's like, yeah, can we like stay here and do this? That'd be great, you know?
Yeah.
But like Steelers, like you said, like 500 and they're chilling. Bills, Josh Allen's good, but they can't, you know, look hot long enough. So I'm like, you know.
Yeah, I get you. Packers, Cowboys, Sunday afternoon in Jerry's World. I know a lot of people are blowing smoke up the Packers' butt right now because Jordan Love and all the Packers and Mike McCarthy and he does dumb stuff and the Cowboys choke. I don't see.
Well, you don't see the Packers winning. You don't see the Packers winning.
I just don't see it. I don't see. Don't get me wrong. If Dak, you know, like vomits all over himself and he's bad. It's not going to be like, what?
Oh, no. Who would have thought? You'd be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It'd be like, okay. I just don't see it. If this game was in Lambeau, then it'd be different. But the Cowboys are a different team at home. And I think the Cowboys are going to win. I think they have too much firepower. CeeDee Lamb has been too good.
They are one of those teams that's like Dolphins, but they come up against the so-so team. They're like, you know, we can win this. Yeah. No, I see you. Yeah.
And so, and even if you make the argument, well, if they stop the run, well, the Cowboys' run has sucked this season. Like Pollard isn't the guy that everybody thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
I think the key for the Packers is going to be, can they get early picks? Because if they can get early turnovers, like an early pick,
capitalize on them, yeah,
and they begin to rattle Dak a little bit, and they get in, then I think it's possible.
It's like it's a ball game.
Yeah, but if it's a track meet, I just don't. I don't think the Packers can stay there. Yeah, so I think the Cowboys are going to win as much as. I just see. I don't really care who wins, but I think the Cowboys are gonna. You know what made me laugh today? It kind of.
I saw your tweet.
It made my day. But let me tell you. Let me gloat a little bit
for the listeners at home. Yes, that don't follow Germ. Follow Germ on Twitter.
I was at the gym. I was in the sauna, and I'm sitting down, and I'm just post workout, and I'm just kind of just waiting for the 20 minutes to finish, and this lady walks in, and so there's this guy in the corner, and it's just me and this guy. We're just sitting there, and he's wearing a Cowboys hat, and the lady walks in, and she sits down, and she looks over at the guy. And she's like, "Oh, I came in because of your hat. This is why I chose this room, because there's 2 saunas
right
at the gym." And the guy's like, "What?" Because she's always talking to him. I wasn't wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because of your hat. Like I sat down here, and he like takes off his hat. He looks. He's like, "Yeah, that's my team, the Cowboys." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "You're not just wearing that hat, right? Like that's your team." And he's like, "Oh yeah. I just thought it was my work hat." And I was like, "Yeah, right. You're a casual." So she's like a legit fan. She's like, you know, chopping it up with him about the team. "Oh, I think this, and this." She's like, I think we're gonna beat the Packers. Blah blah. You know, Dak's my guy. Yada yada. And so I'm listening. I'm laughing along. And she says, "You know, the only team, man, the Niners. Just And she's like, even if if we beat the Niners, that's my Super Bowl. We don't have to win it all. That's my Super Bowl." And the guy laughs and I laugh. And
did you let him know? Like,
no, I did not.
oh, darn.
No, because that's my satisfaction. That's me. I take that with me.
I know, but
because it's like, man, we're in your head. We're not even playing this week. We're just
okay. Wait. Okay,
we're chilling.
How old are they? Do they look? Were they older than you? I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're a little bit older, I would assume, or at least my age. We're in the same age bracket. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if they were older, like there's just so much history there. Like there's like just
No, they're in the same age.
you know.
But
Okay,
it was
right.
one of the. I think if they were both like legit, because she's legit a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
He was like not sure what hat he was wearing, supposedly.
I was gonna say like if they're not in their 50s, if they're younger than they're in their 50s, then that makes sense. But I was gonna say if they're 50 older, I'd be like, dude, like Dion, Jerry Rice, like just that hatred ran deep.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if it was someone older, I would have said something.
Yeah, like if it was like someone like my dad's age, I'd be like, that makes sense. But okay, all right.
Or if they were both like diehards, then it would have been.
Yeah, so they're on my vibe. They just don't like the Niners. They're like,
yeah.
Okay,
so, that's cool.
Yeah, new money hatred. Okay,
it just made my day because I'm like, man, I'm legit thinking it's Super Bowl or bust, and these guys are thinking we just want to beat the Niners, and it's like, oh, silly, because it's what you went through as a Pats fan. When people,
for sure,
guys,
for sure, yeah.
People would celebrate like they won the Super Bowl, when you're like, dude, calm down, bro, like chill.
Yeah.
Like please.
That's like the oh,
act like you've been here.
Traditional banners. Oh, okay. Huge,
yeah, act like you've been here before.
Yeah,
and so it just made my day because I'm like, oh, that's the best. That's the best when you're just in someone's head that much. Because even with the Rams fan, I saw like people with like Rams fans be like, oh, we finally beat you guys. It's like, cool. Like, all right, yeah, you did, good job. All right. Like we played nobody and we took all our starters out and we almost still beat you. Like, okay, cool. Like, what are we supposed to say to that? That just doesn't make.
That's in division though. That's sense. Like, I get that,
Yeah, but if you take everybody out,
yeah,
and it's like, it's like when the Patriots would sit out Brady the last week. And you would lose, and if somebody was like, "Oh, we beat Tom Brady," you're like, "I mean, Brady threw like 10 passes, bro. Like, calm down, like, settle down."
Man, I wish you let him know. That would have been juicy. Oh,
well, I mean, I'm sure I'll see them again, and I wear my Niner stuff sometimes to the gym. So
okay,
but it just because we don't play this week, and it's like, you know what? Like, this is the week I don't have to stress. I don't have to worry. I'm gonna be a stressful mess the next few weeks. So this week I don't have to. It's just whoever comes. My brother was like, "Oh, who do you want us to play?" I'm like, bro, el que caiga. Like just whoever. Just doesn't matter. Like let's.
You're like Canelo. Like who do you want us? Doesn't matter.
We're gonna have to play somebody. So just whoever it is, like it just doesn't matter. But I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Packers. That's what I think. I don't think the Packers have the team to hang with Dallas in Dallas.
They're going to be like Caleb Plant with Benavidez. Like they just if they don't get ahead early, then they're like, oh, like
yeah. And let's say you would have if the Cowboys lose that'd be,
that'd be a gift.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
The game, I think, of the weekend, I would say, Rams at Lions, your boy, Matthew Stafford, going back to Detroit. You defended him on this podcast.
Of course, yeah.
We did a whole episode. So
just against you, just because it's you.
In my book, he's your boy. So Stafford versus the Lions in Detroit. I feel bad for Detroit fans. They waited their entire existence for this. They host a playoff game finally, and you get like the hot Rams with McVay and like your old quarterback coming into town. It's like, why couldn't they play the Eagles, and the Bucks. Instead, they get like I think most people are going to pick the Rams to win because the Rams are just playing really well. McVay is really good. Stafford looks like Stafford again. Like last year, he was like super hurt. This year, he's having a really great season. I feel bad for Lions fans because I want to pick the Lions. Not just because I hate the Rams, but I want to pick the Lions because the Lions have a really good team. They really do. And I
you
like
can
their
still
coach.
pick the Lions, Derm. Come on.
But Sam Laporta is not going to play. Chances are he's not going to play.
Hey, I'm in Ross St. Brown. That's it. That's all I need. That's it. In Dan, I trust.
It's just so hard for me to look at Jared Goff, and it's like, dude, Sean McVay like knows everything about you, bro. Everything. And we've seen really bad Jared Goff games. If Stafford wasn't healthy, it'd be easier, but my heart tells me to pick the Lions because I hate the Rams. But my
Listen to your heart, Jerv.
My brain tells me it's the Rams. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, let's trust your brain. Your brain told you to pick Ryan Garcia over Tank. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I'm just saying.
That's a good one.
You know
what? Screw it. Let's go Lions.
I'm rolling.
I'll pick the Lions.
One pride. I'm rolling with the Lions, dude. I'm rolling with the Lions.
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
I think my Facebook and Twitter probably think I'm a Lions fan because I always like their stuff when it pops up now these days. Just this season,
Yeah.
So
that's what's fun. What's interesting is if the Cowboys and Lions both wins, they play each other next round, and you get kind of like the rematch of that like crazy controversial ending.
I know. Yeah,
so you get that. So if that does happen, if the Packers and Rams, if the Cowboys and Lions win, they play each other. The Niners would play the winner of the Monday night game. Eagles at Bucks. The Bucks with Baker, who, I mean, he got them to the playoffs. The Eagles, who are like, just like
imposters in your eyes.
God, so the Eagles are the first team in NFL history to beat 10-1 and not get to 12 wins.
Dang.
Can you imagine, like, if somebody would say, "Hey, the Eagles are going to be 10-1," I'll give you.
And they're going to go 1-5 in the last.
Yeah, like what are the chances?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody would like, "Hey, I'll bet you $100 that the Eagles are not going to win 2 more games after 10-1."
Like the Broncos. That's
you'd
like the
be
Broncos
like, you'd be like, "You sucker!" Yeah, I think they're going to win at least 2 games. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's that Eagles team. They're not going to have their wide receiver, AJ Brown. He got injured against the Giants. Jalen Hurts is hurt, and with all that, I think the Eagles are going to win. I just don't trust Baker. I need to see Baker do it. That's what this comes down to.
This might be his moment. This might be his moment.
It might be. Yeah, it very well might be.
Didn't he get the Browns a playoff win?
He did.
So there's like a could be spark there.
Yeah. This is. I think to me, this is. I think the Bucks definitely have the team. They have the defense. They have the offense to beat the Eagles. The Eagles clearly are a weaker version of what they were. I don't know if it's because it's the respect, like they made the Super Bowl last year, and you're just kind of like, wow, this team and the roster's still really good. They're just like they're gonna figure it out, right? They're gonna get it together, and I think that's what it is. I think I've seen the Eagles win in these spots more so than I've seen Baker win in these spots, and I think it's a pick against Baker more so than it's a pick for the Eagles. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, I see that.
And that's where I'm going. I think it's, if that's the case, we get Niners Eagles in the second round.
And you would be like licking your chops. You're like,
look,
I feel like that's the answer your brother was searching for when he's like, "Who do you want?" And you're like, "I want the Eagles again." Like,
no, honestly, I don't know. I'd rather play the Bucks. You kidding me?
Oh.
We're gonna play a team. Give me the Bucks. If we have to go,
yeah, but they'd be hurt. You know,
who, the Bucks?
No, the Eagles.
Yeah, but
if they were to pull it off, it would be more so a stumbling on Baker's part than like, kind of like how you said.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You know what I mean? You get a Hurts, AJ Brown probably still be out or hurt at least.
Yeah,
recovering, coming back, and then weak defense. You know, a slow, soft underbelly defense.
Right.
You know, because imagine Bucks win, they're fired up, they're healthy like that. I feel like that's more dangerous. They'd be on that hot playoff run kind of energy. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. But I think with the Eagles, the what I'm thinking is they'll have the like, they beat us last time, we're gonna show them this time.
Okay, yeah.
But also, I had this when we played in 2019 when we played the Packers in the regular season, the Sunday night game, and we like killed them. Absolutely killed the Packers. Then we played the Packers in the NFC Championship game. And I remember getting asked, like, "Oh, what do you think?" And I was like, "We're going to kill them. 100%. And everybody was like, "Whoa." Because I never, very rarely did I talk like that. I'm like, why? I'm like, because we are still better than them in every single facet that we were when we played them that Sunday night. Nothing has changed. And that's exactly how I feel about the Eagles. If we play the Eagles, I think we'll kill them again. And so outside, but there's that outside chance that, that team is that good though, because that roster is good.
Yeah.
That they could, beat us.
Also, sometimes like, okay, this happens every now and then. The number one seed that gets the bye sometimes has like, there's like a little rust sometimes if they get the week off. Yeah.
Yeah, and that over
like they get cold when they sit there for too long on that break. Yeah.
So I'd say, to me, it'd be the Bucks, because the Bucks would have beaten the Eagles. Nobody believed in Baker, and it's like, oh, we just happy to be here.
Happy to be here, yeah.
And it's just like, and then kind of like when the Broncos beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and everybody's like, oh, TiVo, and then they went to Foxborough, and it just like whack.
And Brady put up like record numbers, and they were sitting in the stands before that. We want Brady, and like, no, you don't.
Yeah,
no, you don't. Stop. But I'm like, stop it, get help.
Like, it was just so funny because it's like oh, TiVo, what is he gonna do against the Patriots? Nothing.
TiVo's time, dude.
Nothing.
Hey man, TiVo, that TiVo magic was time, dude. They had my dad making references in sermons to TiVo, dude. Like I remember those.
Bro, I think TiVo was the most mentioned guy in churches during that.
He had a hold on all of them, dude. All the pastors, if they watch football.
So that's so. Just to recap, I have Texans. You have Browns, right?
Yeah.
You have Dolphins. I got Chiefs. Dolphins. We both have the Bills.
Yeah.
We both have the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Okay.
It's still on site with the Cowboys at all times.
We both took the Lions.
Lions.
And you're going Bucks?
No, I'm going Eagles. Jason Kelce.
So we both
also the youngster that I bonded with at camp. Shout out to the homie Jack. He's a big Eagles fan. He had an AJ Brown the T-shirt with the number on it.
Yeah,
he had that on at camp. We were talking football. The score thing, soft. I hate that kind of talk. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're playing pro sports.
But isn't this different though? Because they were like in victory formation.
Right, that too, okay. But I'm gonna go boxing. Protect yourself at all times, dude. I mean, if you're at midfield and there's like seconds, I mean, sure. But dude, they were like so close to the end zone.
Yeah.
Like there's that clip of like Dan Marino doing like the fake spike. So I'm like, dude, protect yourself at all times. And if I think someone on Twitter was like, oh, those last 7 points hurt so much. Like the first 41 didn't hurt you. Like we're like, if you're that pissed, yeah. Why the type of energy that the coach had at midfield, the Falcons coach, why couldn't the team have that kind of fight during the game? Like why? Yeah, I saw some people going at like also like people were going at Ocho Cinco on Twitter because he's like, I'm for it, like, you know, score. And someone was like, gosh, what did they say to him? They were like, oh, it's not like they're going like the moral route, like, oh, that's not like culture. And it's like that coach could have implemented a winning culture in the first 17 weeks of the season. Like, I mean, like, you know, it's the last game, like, dude, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not with all that. Oh, don't run with the score. That's such like little league. Like my kid's 6 and doesn't really know how to play football. Bro, they're
participation trophies, stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. No. Right. If you put a second and third strings and they're scoring 2, like, want me to tell them just not play? Like that's soft, dude. No. So, and then when they're
then Jameis, you hear Jameis?
They're going at Jameis, and I'm like, go after the whole offense then. And then Shannon Sharpe, I would cut him. You're gonna cut the whole offense? It wasn't just him. Like, I mean, so yeah, dude.
So what would your coach have gotten pissed at you guys if he told you guys victory formation and you guys ran a play?
Probably, but I've never been a coach, or at least not a coach in that kind of capacity.
Yeah. No, but your coach would have gotten pissed?
Oh, probably, yeah. But I mean, at that point, it's like, dude, last game of the season.
Gotcha.
And what's the running Jamal? Is it Jamal Williams?
Yeah, he was getting his first touchdown.
Dude, that guy was a star a year ago. Like, what? Yeah. What happened? What?
Yeah.
When I saw at first I saw the headline that it was like, oh, he led the league in touchdowns last year, and he just now got his first touchdown. That just and then also the fact like now they're coming out saying like they just don't care about Dennis Allen, and I'm like, dude, if that's what became of Jamal Williams, I'm like, I probably wouldn't care about the guy either. Like, that's like the scene in I'm sure you've seen Rudy. You've all seen Rudy, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's when Vince Vaughn like didn't take the knee and threw like the pass to get Rudy on the field on defense. That's what that is. I'm with the players, bro. Yeah. You know, I would have been one of those linemen saying, "All right, let's do it. Let's run the play. Yeah, screw these guys." And I love that all the players, all the Saints players are coming out saying like, dude, it's the Falcons. Ask the Falcons, bro. Like, what? Okay. It's a barbaric game, dude, you know?
Yeah. And it is a division rival.
Yeah. So, like, Jimmy Graham was getting in there, Mark Ingram. They're all saying, like, dude, James is a great teammate. So to want to pin it all on him, like, I don't know. I think Shannon Sharpe's a little high off that Cat Williams interview he did on his pod. So he's feeling good. But I'm like, dude, you need to tone it down. Like, you're talking about cutting a guy. That's like,
I think what's crazy is this idea in pro sports that you're not supposed to do that, like run up the score.
Yeah.
Or like score touchdowns or when people have a problem with these guys having like playing for their stats. And it's like, dude, this is how they make their money.
Right. I wasn't hip to the whole like incentives thing a couple years ago until players started talking about it.
Yeah, and it's like this is how they make their money. So.
Right. And the fact that some like you're like obviously no one's openly admitting it, but there's this underlying tone that coaches or organizations will want to keep guys from reaching those incentives.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm with the players, dude. Like you know, well, there's coaches, like they're solidified. You know, like don't the Raiders have to pay like John Gruden and McDaniels a ton of money still because of those contracts? Yeah, just. I'm gonna feel bad for those guys. Like, no.
Have you seen the clip of Brady when he's with the Bucks and Gronk walks up to Brady and he's like, "Hey, I need one more reception." Have you seen that?
I think so.
So Gronk needs one more reception to hit his incentives,
like a bonus,
get $1 million. And they're in the sideline, and Gronk walks up to Brady, and he's like, "Hey, I need one more." And Brady's like, "One more, okay, I got you." And they get the ball back. He goes to Gronk, and then Gronk goes to the sideline. He's like, "I just want $1 million. I just want $1 million."
Dude.
And it's one of those like, dude, like, that's awesome because this is what these guys play for. And I saw it with the Niners and Rams yesterday. The Niners were double teaming Puka because they didn't want Puka to break the rookie record on them.
Oh yeah.
And I love that. So I'm like, dude, that's what football is. This is competitive. And then even Jim Harbaugh. I'm saying,
dude, you're still like, they're grown men, dude.
Yeah.
Really? Like,
they're professionals. Yeah.
Man. And okay. There is also the extreme. Like, I don't know if you follow, like, I mean, you see it in the upper echelon in like California high school football, but sometimes in like Texas high school football, you'll get these like super lopsided scores. I'm talking like what we saw with the Dolphins when they scored 7. You see stuff like that in Texas all the times with these schools because they're just putting like 85. Sometimes I saw one that was like well over like 100-some points on a team. Yeah. That I get. It's like they're still kids, like but and it's like, but with the pros, I'm like, dude, like those guys are coming for my head, dude. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like, oh man, that got me fired up. Like I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. It's I think it's stuff that it kind of removes the competition of it because I was watching this thing with Jim Harbaugh. They were asking him about the players that don't play in the bowl games because they declare for the draft and all that. And he's like, "What do you think of that?" And he was saying how he thinks that it's really hard. He says for him, it's hard to take somebody who says that serious when they say they're competitors. Because he was saying, if you want to compete, if you say you hate, you want to compete at everything, well, why don't you play this? Why don't you play this game? That your team needs you. And I'm like, man, that's a good point. Like, because on the other side, I understand too. The players,
right? Don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, if you get hurt, it kind of like ruins you. But on the other side, you could get hurt like at the combine.
Right. Yeah. You get. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You get hurt,
dude. Ooh.
Doing all these sorts of stuff, and it's injuries are going to be part of it. And if you're a guy, if you're a real dude, teams are going to still draft you and take a chance with you even with an injury.
Yeah, dude, that when I don't think maybe we discussed it briefly on here, but the whole Florida State thing.
Oh, right.
I see why the committee chose Alabama. At the same time, I do understand why Florida State would be upset. But man, if they because they ended up getting crushed by Georgia, right, in the bowl,
63-7.
Yeah. If that game had been close and they either beat Georgia by a little or lost by a little, they would be justified in being upset about. But they were playing with their third stringers, I believe, because a lot of them they didn't get in. They had their second string QB, and then a lot of the guys wanted to declare for the draft and not play. Yeah, that's chump talk, dude. I saw that, and I was like, dude, you guys left your team hanging out to dry, dude. Those third string guys, those are guys that help you prepare for the games when you're in season. Like, those are your brothers, man. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with that, so.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, man.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Oh, wait. Final question, bro.
Final question.
I'm assuming you didn't watch Iron Claw yet?
I haven't.
I'm about to. Oh, Germ. Come on, man.
Shit. Well, we were going to do Iron Claw in this episode anyway.
Yeah, but still, final thoughts going to be like, yo, I saw the movie. next time we're talking about it. Like, but it's still.
Well, even next time, it's gonna be the next time we talk.
I know.
So by the time we talk the next time, I would have seen Iron Claw. Chill. I'm watching it Wednesday.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm watching it. So calm down. Take a breather. I will watch it.
Serenity now.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
For any Seinfeld fans, all right. Dude. No final thoughts. Nothing major. Nothing,
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anything either. I do. I know the Lakers won yesterday. It was a big win versus the Clippers.
Ooh,
we hate the Clippers. The Clippers have owned us for a while. I stand on everything I said on the pod on Friday. The Lakers are still in trouble. And it was a good win. Nice win. We needed that win. But we need to see like 2 weeks of games before I back off. Because if you listen to the pod on Friday, because I recorded that, and then after yesterday, I'm like, man, people are gonna listen and they're gonna be like, dude, the Lakers won. And it's like, okay, but everything I said on Friday is still true. So
it's like your Man U tweets. Like, we won, but they're still underlying issues. Like, yeah. No, I
dude, oh my god, the Man U stuff is so frustrating. It's so because Man U. Look, this is where we're at with Man U.
Preach. Go ahead.
December 26th, right? We play Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a pretty good team. They're second in the league. So, they're having a really good season.
Mm-hmm.
We play them, and we go down at home 2-0. Now, watching the game, I'm like, typical Man U, of course. And then we scored 3 straight. We win the game, euphoria. Oh, my God, like, we did it. Oh, man, what a moment. And then that Saturday versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is 15th in the league. So the number 2 team in the league, we come back and beat them.
3-2, yeah.
3-2. In Nottingham Forest, we lose to them, and we look awful 2-1. That's Ten Hag ball right there. So it's just so frustrating. And then the 2 games before that, December 17th, we play Liverpool at Liverpool. Liverpool's playing really good. They're beating everybody. And we go on their field and we like play them even, and it's 0-0. And everyone's like, wow, Man U. Woo, what a game. They did better than all these other teams that have gone in there. All the top teams have gone in there, they've lost to Liverpool. And then the next week, December 23rd, against West Ham. West Ham is a good team, sixth in the league, and we lose 2-0. They just look awful. So that's Manchester United. Like, it just, and the Lakers are not at all Manchester United, because that would not be good for me. But that's where we're at with Manchester United. And today they won. But any self-respecting Manchester United fan who's like overly celebrating a win versus Wigan Athletic, who's like a 3rd division team. Soccer is this cool thing where international, like in the European soccer, because you'll get to play some of these teams that are like 3rd division, 4th division. And it's like when they play against the big clubs, to them it's like the biggest deal in the world, because they're playing against dudes that are like dude, like, yeah. And there's a video when Manchester United got selected to play Wigan Athletic. Wigan Athletic was celebrating that they get to play Manchester United, because Manchester United, even though they're clowns right now, it's still the number 1 brand in English soccer. And with Real Madrid, it happened the same thing. They played this team called Arandina. And Arandina, there's this player on Arandina who he works as a fisherman. So he works as a fisherman by day, and at night he plays soccer for this club.
Yeah.
And so they did like a whole little thing about him, and he like went and he like caught the fish that was going to be sent to the hotel where Real Madrid players were playing. So he like caught the fish that the Real Madrid players were
right
before they played them. And he was talking about like, oh, it's a huge honor. And I just, it'd be nice if they could like invite me and I could like have some eat with them. And because to them, it's like the huge honor. It'd be like
someone here, like picking the grapes made for the wine. And it's like at a hotel, like a super bougie, like, oh, I could.
Yeah, it'd be like if the XFL was like a minor league to like the NFL, and once a year they had like this tournament where all these teams play, and it's like the team in El Paso got to play.
Brady
with the Patriots.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, we're gonna get to play against Tom Brady. Like that's sick. It's that kind of feel where some of the dudes are like bank tellers or welders, and then they play football and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So that's my final thought. The Lakers are still in trouble. Ten Hag, I want him out.
You still want him gone?
Yeah, just please leave my life, and that's it. That's all I have. I stand on those things. That's where I stand.
Oh gosh.
And so, but yeah, we'll have another one of these this week.
Yes.
I scheduled a pod with somebody, and I'll tell you about it once we're done recording.
Okay.
And pretty excited about that one. We got plenty of pods. We got a lot of football. Michigan won. Shout out to Michigan.
They did.
Jim Harbaugh gets his title. Movie pods. I'm almost done with second Lord of the Rings.
Okay. I need to catch up then.
It's not that good. The second one.
Second one
is whatever. But yeah. But we have a bunch of stuff coming up, so we have a lot of good stuff. So I'll talk to you later, and to everybody else, follow us, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And go Niners! That's the podcast. Thank you for listening. I love saying "Go Niners" at the end of the pods with David, because if you've been listening to the pod, you know how much he hates me rooting for the Niners. He hates me being happy about the Niners. So I do it just to stick it to him. So Niners don't play this weekend. Go Niners. Hopefully you enjoyed the pod. Please rate, review, subscribe. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have another pod with David. Special guest. You'll hear about it tomorrow. And I'll have one on Friday. NBA, soccer, and whatever loose ends from whatever injury stuff comes out for the NFL. I'll fill you in. But until next time, this is German. That was David. Thank you to Angel for the music. That was the podcast. I'll talk to you later.